Oops. Hey Spuds, how's it going? I hope you're well and thank you for clicking on another video or your first video. I don't know how many videos of mine you've seen, however many. Hello, you're very welcome here. So I've got a little bit of a hacks video, a hacks for being pre-testosterone if you're trans guy or non-binary but you're going to take testosterone. Just a little video about how to cope with that wait time, because some people can wait a really long time for testosterone, and how in the heck do you cope with that? It's not the best time, let's be honest. It's not the most fun time, and it can be really difficult. So hopefully today you are sort of in luck, not really. I don't know how useful this is going to be. I've basically compiled a few suggestions and hacks and things that helped me, I've seen help other people, and they just sound like they'll be useful. To be honest, it's mostly these are things that have helped me. They did help me when I was pre-T. Also, when I say pre-T, it's like T, not pretty. I do realise it sounds like I say pretty. I'm not calling myself beautiful in every video where I talk about being pre-testosterone. It's pre-T, pre-testosterone, that's what I mean. So something that I used to do a lot when I was pre-T is focus on the things I couldn't change. So I would obsess over things like my voice not being deep enough, or the lack of body hair, or the non-existence-ness of my beard. Non-existence-ness, yes. You know, that kind of thing, and just constantly comparing myself to cis guys and trans guys who've been on testosterone for many years. You know, just thinking things like, why does he have broader shoulders than me? Where is my beard? Why don't I have any leg hair yet? I just wanted a break in my voice. I think a real turning point for me with coping with this stuff was just realizing that it was not helping myself to obsess over it. It wasn't helping to compare myself. It wasn't helping myself to think about all the things that I couldn't change and that I was really struggling with. And so I tried to kind of switch that off. I can see loads of cat hairs floating around. I'm really sorry if you can see them too. So what I did is I stopped focusing on the things that I couldn't change. Obviously I still thought about them. I tried my best to stop comparing myself to other people who were just way ahead or were cis or whatever, just in positions that I clearly wasn't in and I wasn't anywhere near being in. And I tried to focus on the things that I could change now, like in the moment, then and there, without testosterone. So here is my hopefully semi-helpful kind of useful list of things that you may or may not agree with that helped me deal with being pre-T. Or most of them helped me with being pre-T. Some of them I've just added on because I've seen them help others. So, number one, voice training. But this is something that you need to be really careful with if you want to do it properly and not just kind of from time to time talk in a deeper voice. So I'm putting this as a suggestion, but if you do want to actually do some voice training to help make your voice a little bit deeper, please do it properly and be safe about it so you don't cause any damage in this area of yourself. It really can work even with kind of minimal effort. I mean, when I came out and I started living full-time as male, I kind of half subconsciously, half consciously started talking deeper, and to show that to you, I'm gonna be playing you a really embarrassing clip, probably the most awkward video I've ever made, so just let's play it. Go, 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 go.
And my voice sounded deeper, it sounds deeper. I thought I'd just do a little comparison, so. Okay, so this is about my third time trying to make this, and I don't know, I just never know what to say. My name is Jamie. I'm just making a female to male intro video. I am pre-everything. So yeah, that was my comparison.
Okay, yep, that's how much I want to help. I'm willing to show that. You might not agree that there was a huge difference, but for me at the time, watching that made me feel better. I don't know, I was still a little way off starting testosterone, and just realizing that I had been able to start talking a bit deeper made me feel better. Number two, going to the gym or working out. Now, I know that going to the gym isn't possible for everybody, either for financial reasons or it's just not something you feel like you're able to do. So this also includes maybe getting some equipment to use at home, or just doing bodyweight exercises like push-ups and dips on your bed and just anything like that, because building up a little bit of muscle can do a lot for the way you feel about yourself, and even if it doesn't do that much about the way you look, because sometimes it can be difficult for some people, like it's harder to build muscle for some people than it is for others, but it might help you change physically the way you look and the way clothes sit on you. But also, like, a big thing is it might just really help the way you feel about yourself and improve your self-esteem and make you feel like you're doing something. Number 3, clothing. My main tip with clothing here is to wear things that make you look broader on top. So stuff like this kind of like baseball style t-shirt, I think they're raglan sleeves, I think that's what it's called, but they can really help broaden you on the top, and then obviously that makes you look slightly narrower. That makes you look slightly narrower as you get to your hips and your thigh area, which I know can be an issue for quite a lot of trans guys. So definitely like the bulkier, slightly baggier on top, and then like tighter, slimmer look down below can help, and you can really create that using clothes and create a kind of illusion. And it's still something I do now. I still wear like baggier stuff on the bottom as compared... baggier stuff on the bottom. Well done, Jamie. I still wear baggier stuff on the top as compared to my lower half because it just makes me feel more comfortable, and like I want my shoulder, I want to be a Dorito basically, so if clothes can help me achieve that look, then I'm all for it. Number 4, haircuts. And talking of haircuts, I just got one today. Do you like it? Haircuts are definitely something that can be intimidating. My partner cut my hair for years, and it's only been recently that I have started going and getting haircuts done at like a barber's. It was something that made me feel really uncomfortable. But honestly, like a haircut can make a really big difference to like your face shape and just general kind of appearance and the way you feel about it. So if you can get a haircut, I would definitely recommend getting something like in a style that you like. You can take photos in for reference. You could even try and see if you have a friend or family member or a hairdresser that you know, or maybe even don't know, who could come to your come to your house and cut your hair. I'm really sorry I can't talk today. Just having somebody come into your environment might help if you're feeling a bit uncomfortable about going to a hairdresser's or a barber's or whatever they're called, the place that cuts your hair. Number 5 is shoe lifts. Now, there's nothing wrong with being shorter, but if it's something you're worried about or self-conscious about, there are special insoles that you can get for your shoes which make you a couple of inches taller. They like do that in your shoes. I don't know why I'm doing that, like it's completely pointless, but they make you a couple inches taller. Also, there are certain types of shoes like trainers and boots that can have like a thicker sole or maybe like a slight heel without being like heeled, if you know what I mean. Like not that kind of heel, like just a thicker bit, and it makes you taller. I have shoes like that. Whenever I wear them, people ask me if I've grown. I have not grown. I have not grown in like 5 years or more. It's been more than 5 years. Number 6, we're nearly done. This is a longer list than normal. Shaving. I'm talking about your face here, but also another one is not shaving the rest of you to let your body hair grow out as much as possible if that's something that you like. But this one is about shaving your face. Now, shaving your face, whether you have some facial hair or no facial hair or whatever, it's not gonna make you get more facial hair or make what you have thicker. You're not gonna magically get a beard or any facial hair whatsoever if you don't already have it. But what it can do is just feel nice. It can just be a nice confidence booster. It's something I used to do when there was absolutely technically no need for me to shave my face, but I did it. It just made me feel good, and there's nothing wrong with that. But another thing I noticed is it gets rid of the peach fuzz. Like everybody has a bit of like fuzz on their faces, but typically cis guys, once they start like growing a bit of facial hair, won't have that peach fuzz, and peach fuzz can kind of soften your jawline and your face. So getting rid of it can unsoften it ever so slightly. I don't know, all of these things can just like make really, really tiny differences that can just make you feel a bit better about yourself if it's the kind of thing you want. And finally, number 7, this has nothing to do with appearance. This is all about like you doing stuff, and is kind of like the wrap up point of this list. Sorry, my rings keep going together. It's keeping busy. This is probably much easier said than done, like everything on this list, to be honest, but it's about taking your like primary focus away from testosterone and the weight that you have for it and the things that you can't change, and kind of putting your energy into something else that can keep you distracted, keep you a little bit busy, and just make you think about other things and work towards other things. So whether that is transition related and it's these other things I've said on the list, or whether it's completely different and it's to do with your job or your education or taking up a new hobby or just doing something else that you enjoy that makes you feel good about yourself, maybe you meet new people through it, whatever it is, but just something else to focus on and to take your attention away from the thing that's making you feel a bit shit. It's not gonna work all the time. Oh, cat hair, more cat hair. It's not gonna work all the time, and it's not gonna be like 100% effective even when you are busy and doing stuff, but I definitely found that, like, because I was doing my A-levels, I was still at college when I was waiting to start testosterone, and that helped so much because I was kind of like focused on coursework and exams and just doing all of this stuff that the time kind of went quickly anyway. So being busy can really help if it's something that you can do. So yeah, that's the list. And I used to do all of these things apart from the shoe lifts and the gym. I wanted to do the gym and working out, but I never did it. I'm doing it now though. Yay, I'm actually achieving something that I really always wanted to do, which is fantastic. But all of the ones that I did do genuinely helped me so much. They made the time go faster. They gave me like little confident boosters every now and again. I don't know, that maybe some of them will help you, maybe none of them will help you, but this was just my list of hacks for being pre-T. Coming up next is hacks for being pretty and how to deal with it. But yeah, leave your suggestions in the comments down below and anything that has helped you deal with being pre-T and for the weight and everything like that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye. I feel like I should have done this button up. Would that have looked better? I don't know. I don't know.